Okay, so this is Steve, and I'm here at Parkview Field with Mike Nutter, TinCaps President. Mike, how'd opening weekend go?
Good. I wish it was this warm for opening weekend, but it went well. The fans really received us well back for the opener. We did over 7,000 fans, and we were very, very happy with that. You know, we only walked up a few hundred, which for opening day and a Thursday night is way below normal, but when the temperature's reading in the 30s and 40s, it probably was not unexpected. And then the next day, the Friday night, another cold one, another windy one that we had just about 3,000. And then we finally got blessed with some nice weather last Friday, and we walked up about 1,700, which is really unheard of, excuse me, last Saturday, which is really unheard of in April, that early, doing so well. And so that day ended up over 5,000. Last night was a good one, tonight will be a good one, and if weather cooperates, tomorrow should be another good one. So I think after tonight's game, we'll actually, through 5 games, be ahead of last year's in-park attendance and announced attendance. Wow. And we gave up a little bit on the first weekend, and so with last night and tonight, through 5 games, we'll be back ahead. We hate to judge against last year so early, because one day you can be down and then the next day you're back up. But as the sample size grows, as long as we can stay in that range or a little ahead, we'll be happy.
Well, and I think that last year too, you had a stronger second half. So
we did.
It's just hard to say.
It really is, and you know, there's a lot of theories to that. Certainly people getting out to Parkview Field for the first time and the word spreading to other people. The quality of the team was great. The weather was just as good as the team, which is almost hard to even say because the team was so good. But minor league baseball, you know, second half attendance, a lot of times people want to take your first half and double it, and you just can't do that, assuming you don't get totally wiped out with weather. The second is so much higher once all the kids get out. I'm the proud dad of a 5- and 6-year-old. I think tonight they're coming out to grab dinner and watch an inning, and then they've got to get home and get to bed. And so once the summer hits, it'll really get rocking. I think we saw a glimpse of that last Saturday when it was over 5,000.
Yeah, it was a good crowd.
Yeah,
very good crowd.
It helped a day like this after the couple days before it. You know, the 65 or whatever last Saturday was felt like about 80 because it had been so cold the couple nights before.
Yep. You guys had a pretty good game last night. Ended up winning by 1, 12 innings.
Yeah, we did. I think last year we went into extra innings 3 times at home, if I remember correctly, and all 3 times it was the first day of a homestand, and so the joke continued last night because it added an hour or so onto our day. But we have a little saying around here, well, if we're going to be around a lot longer, let's at least win it. And so it didn't look the best. Our left fielder had a tough play and dropped the ball out there when he came together with the wall and the ball all at the same time. And then the boys put up 2 in the bottom of the 12th to have a pretty dramatic win. And so we don't compare ourselves to last year because that was so special, but at the same time, if we come out here and play around 500 for the first few weeks with a team with 5 teenagers, we would love it.
And I think you're still doing better than what you were at Memorial Stadium.
Yeah, attendance-wise for sure, and then even the quality of the team.
Right.
It seems like both we're getting better players from the Padres now, and you know, there's no way to quantify this, so somebody will have a field day with this next line. There's my preface. But with the home field advantage and the 10th man, to use a sports cliche, with the crowd being so into it, it certainly doesn't hurt. You know, some of these nights when we have to come back, the place is rocking like we were winning by 5. And so coming into last night's game, Dayton was 5-1, and all 5 of their wins had been come from behind. And so we gave them a little taste of what we did to a lot of teams in Parkview Field last year.
Yep. Do you miss the Wizards?
You know what? I spent 9 years there. Had a great time at Memorial Stadium. Didn't mind the name at all. You know, I never really gave it much thought until we started this process. And so I was joking with Ken Griffey Sr., the former Good Reds player, is the first base coach for Dayton. Fans can see him anytime Dayton's in town. And he said, Mike, what'd they do with the old one? And I said, they leveled it. They decided they wanted more parking. And I told him a story how my son, he had some good memories there, but he's younger. He's only 6. And so when we get in that area, he'll look at me in the car and say, didn't the old ballpark used to be somewhere around here? And I'll say, yeah, it was right here. And I'm trying to explain all that stuff to him. And so I had great memories. We learned a lot. We We really built our team. I think it's when the town started to re-embrace us again because we started to bring a lot of the promotions back, but certainly we wouldn't trade this place for anywhere.
Nope, I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, you've got an exciting event coming up on Saturday.
We do. Maybe there's a reason nobody else has tried Division I soccer during the season. We're going to find out. Mitch McCleary and his staff on our grounds crew, I would put up with anybody. And we were approached by Terry Stefankowitz with the Shindigz National Soccer Showcase and said, Terry's out there, and I mean that as a compliment. When we say people are goofy and out there, that's positive in our world. And Terry is so passionate and an idea person and just driven. And he called me and he said, hey, you're probably going to laugh, but what do you think about this? I said, I love it, but we got to talk to somebody first. And he said, your owner? I said, no, my groundskeeper. And so we talked to Mitch McCleary. We were excited. As you pan, you can see already in the outfield, they're starting to cut it for more of a soccer pattern than a baseball pattern to show the field and the dimensions. And Stephen, you remember quite well when we were building Parkview Field and when the idea was coming out, it was going to be a lot more than just baseball. And again, we couldn't have had a better year with the TinCaps, but at the same time, this couple concerts last year, we already know we have a huge concert this year, a Christian concert in July. We're really close on a big country act that we hope happens, country and rock that we hope happens. And it's one of those things that we're excited. The ticket price is under $10, just like a TinCaps game. People can come on out and check out two of the best teams in the country, but also two of the best teams in our state. And so it's going to be a cool event. We're going to learn a lot. And fortunately, so far, there's zero chance of rain on Saturday because Mitch is going to have a tough turnaround with a game the night before and then a game a couple days later. But we're going to do it, and we're going to put ourselves through these kind of stressful weekends if it means getting thousands of people in here, because that's why this thing was built. As we sit here a few days out, we're at a couple to a few thousand tickets sold, so it'll be a very successful event.
And it'll be a lot of fun too.
It will be. You know, there's so many people calling, and how's it going to run? And if you want to pan back that way, you know, it's going to go from the left field corner all the way across to the right field corner. The whole facility is general admission. We think a lot of people are going to make their way out to the outfield and maybe down the lines. And we're bringing in a little extra sod for the warning track for corner kicks and different things like that. The players are going to do autographs after the game, so it's just going to be an awesome event. We hope we get to several thousand fans here, and of those, we know some of them have never been to Parkview Field, have never been to a TinCaps game. Maybe haven't been to the downtown in what it is in the last year or so, and it's just another chance to keep the development and revitalization going.
And tickets, they can get tickets online if they'd like on through the TinCaps website.
They can come out here to the TinCaps box office at any time. I believe Professional Federal Credit Union, all of their branches have them if they want to stop in and get them there and do it best. So the people have really made it affordable. You can certainly come out the day, this Saturday, all day. Forecast looks great with no chance of rain, and it'll be a nice cooler soccer evening, I think. But games at 7, gates open at 6, and it'll be a fun time.
Well, Mike, anything else you'd like to add about the season so far?
No, we appreciate the fans coming out already in support when it hasn't been as warm, and as things continue to warm up, we appreciate everybody's support.
Another exciting year.
It will.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Thank you.
Yep.